Good Monday morning. I am Genevieve Jones-Wright, host of Motivational Mondays, and we are back this morning with another wonderful conversation with the legendary Preacherman, my uncle, as we continue the conversation around African American or Black Music Appreciation Month. Good morning to you, Uncle.
And good morning to you again. I'm honored to be here in your presence.
I love that shirt.
Thank you very kindly. Paisley, they say it never goes out of style.
It does not. It does not. I love Paisley, and I'm kind of wearing some pattern pants. I've kind of gone a little wild in my interviews with you with the pants I've been wearing because you just bring out that, that inspiration. Music does that. Music
and
really
it's all
does that.
good. Yeah,
Yes.
the reflective, 70s, that'll work.
The 70s was a good decade.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they said the 70s was actually the best decade for music.
Really?
Absolutely. But that whole disco thing kind of went left field. Might have been a DJ, to be honest with you, who had some opinions about it. And unfortunately, that's what it was, a decade. And it was actually, I believe, was the best decade for music. So I don't really know what happened to disco. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is, as you always say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you talked about a DJ.
Okay.
And I really want to talk. This is now our third conversation, and we haven't gotten into how you got the name Preacherman as your DJ handle.
Ooh, that's a good one. First of all, there's something real about it. Okay, I am a preacher, licensed, called, ordained by God as a preacher. The preacher aspect represents the spiritual side, the being born again. Okay, the man that represents the natural side. So, what God has done for me is He has taken that which is natural man, and I was born with that. Okay, when I was born again, it's the spiritual side, and so just like I was naturally born with a talent. The second time I was born with a gift. God has done for me is He's taken that which is natural and that which is spiritual and blended it together, and therefore purpose became a reality. So and it's real. I'm a real man. Okay, but this real man was born again with a gift, not a talent, but a gift. And my gift is preaching and teaching. My talent is I'm a DJ, naturally.
Yes.
So there you have it. Preacherman. And when I spell it, I don't break it apart. It's not two words. That's my signature. I blend it together, one man. So, in Christ, I became Preacherman, purpose.
And that's very profound, and I expect nothing less from you. I mentioned that you are top tier preacher, teacher, my absolute favorite. Like, nobody touches you. I can listen to T.D. Jakes. I can listen to so many other pastors and ministers, and just to be honest with you, you have given me so many lessons in the Bible with what the Greek word means that I still remember from when I was a young girl.
Wow.
And one thing that stays with me about you is the realness of you. And you get in the pulpit and you don't try to pretend to be a person who's been saved all their little lives. You talk about the mistakes that you've made. You talked about the flaws that you have being a human. And so I love that. And you really bring that together in your name. So that's what I thought of when you were talking about the meaning behind Preacherman.
Well, to God be the glory. And it is real. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, of course, we're here to talk about African American Music Appreciation Month. And I wanted to just ask you, what does that mean to you?
Oh, well, if I may, this week, a few days ago, the president, Joe Biden, um, did a proclamation for African American Music Month, Black Music Month, and in making preparations to come and share with you today, if it's okay, I'd like to refer to the President of the United States, his comments, because his comments really spoke to my heart. And I think the person who represents the highest office in this country said it best. So I'm going to put on my glasses and I'm prepared to share it. And I know that it will speak uh, to you and to the listeners as well. And I'm going to just read a little bit of it, okay? President Joe Biden issued a proclamation this week recognizing June as Black Music Appreciation Month, celebrating the month as intricately woven into the tapestry of our nation. Perhaps no music has had as profound and powerful an impact in shaping America's music score as black music, Biden said in the proclamation issued Tuesday. For generations, black music has conveyed the hopes and struggles of a resilient people, spiritual mournings, the original sin of slavery, and later heralding freedom from bondage, hard truth told through jazz and the sounds of Motown during the civil rights movement, and hip hop, and rhythm, and blues that remind us of the work that still lies ahead. That's the essence of it. It tells our story. It conveys our struggles. And it perpetuates our spirits and our mind toward hope. For us as a people, if we did not have the music that we have today, the music that we had yesterday, and the music that we got off of the ships with, we as a people would be like an encampment of Africans in a village without a drum. Music is our drum. It's our drum. That's us. That's our story. You know?
Absolutely.
And our story is communicated in a language that the world cannot deny. They can understand it. They can understand it, yeah. Yeah.
Very profound.
That's our music.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When I
Yeah.
think about the Negro spirituals,
Oh, Jesus. Yes, Lord.
when I think about the civil rights movement and the songs that were sung,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, how I got over.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yes. Go down, Jordan. Swing low, sweet chariot.
Yes.
You know, that meant that was a message in that song.
Absolutely.
You know, I did a little research, I guess a couple of months ago, and I found it to be very interesting. Even the movement of the people during, for an example, swing low, sweet chariot. The movement and the placement of the people singing the songs, all of that had a meaning to it. Now, well, we don't do it today. We may not even be aware of it, But do you realize that during gospel singing and hand clapping, your feet should never cross? You never cross your feet. And I don't understand the root of that, but I was blown away when the narrator was pointing out, this person is standing here for something, this one is standing here, the men standing in the back for something, it's the positioning of it all has relevancy that comes from the motherland. And especially when they start talking about, you don't cross your feet. Nowadays we be, folks be dropping it like it's hot. Yeah. But that's real. And I think we need to I think it'll help the church to get back to what I would call a foundational understanding, of it. Because it's spiritual and everything that's done in the name of the Lord has significance. Everything. So, yeah, but that's gospel. Mm-hmm.
And gospel has been the root to so many other genres of music.
Absolutely.
We talked about blues before.
Yeah.
We can talk about jazz.
Yeah.
We can talk about soul, R&B. All of these beautiful gifts that came from Black people in this country.
Absolutely.
And so many more. People don't know that you wouldn't have country without Black people.
Absolutely.
Rock, funk. Of course, we know about hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. And I'm surprised at the stability that hip hop, rap, has taken on. It's a culture now. It's a movement. And I'm saying, okay. I remember when Kirk Franklin first came out. The church was, reluctant to embrace that. And I just say, throw up my little finger for a brownie point. I was the first DJ to play Kirk Franklin on radio in San Diego. Yeah, Kirk Franklin, Mary, J. Moss, that was a whole new movement. And my argument was, if we don't have the Kirk Franklins for the youth, what are they going to? I mean, if it wasn't for the genres of gospel music today, where would the young people be? Yeah, so it's I grew up in a different day and a different time, and then and that takes nothing from that. My grandson ain't feeling no Mahalia Jackson singing Amazing Grace. He's not. No. He ain't going. That dog won't hunt.
Another one of your famous lines.
That dog won't hunt. No. So yeah. Thanks be unto God for the wonderful contributions, as President Biden has said. It's woven into the tapestry of the American fabric. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, I'm honored to, and I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to do that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, $1 billion question. What are you going to leave the audience with today?
In terms of a summary and he's given us something, from my heart to your heart. Always take time out to listen to a song. Matters not how you're feeling or whatever it is. Embrace the music. Let it take you on a journey. Music will do two things. It will either make a memory or bring back a memory. And I pray that you have music in your possession that will do both. Make memories, or else it's going to bring back a memory. Let me say to you and to Genevieve, thank you very, very much for this opportunity to come and be a part of this most significant moment in our history. May God bless you and keep you forevermore.
Well, you've heard the benediction, so there is nothing else that I need to say except join us next week as we conclude this month-long conversation appreciating African American and Black music with Preacherman. Now tell me, you were going to wear that shirt next week, right?
Well, you know, Paisley never goes out of style.
And there you go. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Motivational Mondays. I'm going to see you next week, same time, same place, right here, with more inspiration to help you jumpstart your week. Now, if you found this week's conversation inspirational or motivational in any way, maybe you got a gem to carry with you throughout the day or the week, please feel free to like, comment, and share. Because remember, everyone can use some motivation. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week.